What is up, everybody? We're going to be going over this crash now. This is going to be a vehicle pulling in front of us. Boom, there it is. And we're going to figure out why it happened, how we can use that information to prevent this for ourselves. So this is a pretty common incident. So we have this vehicle right here at an intersection. We have a green light for ourselves. That's going to be kind of like the main focus of us when we were riding. We're like, hey, we got a green light. Let's go ahead and go through this intersection. Everything is great. I got a green, they got a red, they're supposed to stop, they need to stop. Why is he moving? Uh-oh, why is he moving? Why is he moving? And then we don't know what we're doing. We start to panic and crap. So let's go ahead and figure out how we can prevent this. And if we can't prevent it, let's figure out what we can do with our skill set to get out of the way. So what's happening here is that we're coming up to a green light. We have two cars waiting here. Now, as you saw just a little bit while ago, he had his tires turned to the right, which is going to be the same direction as our motorcycle rider here. So that means that he can turn right. So on a red light for these drivers, they can turn right. It's perfectly fine as long as they yield for people in traffic right now. So the person did not see the motorcyclist. It's as simple as that. I don't care for the reason. I don't care if they're on the phone. I don't care if there's sun in the eyes. I don't care. At the end of the day, the rider was not visible to the driver. Simple as that. One thing I like to do before I come to this situation is to present myself a little bit better. And what I do is I just kind of go back and forth on the bike just real quick, not too aggressive, because if I have to apply the brakes, I don't want to be all the way fully lean. So I'll just do a little bit. And what that's going to do is going to pretend I basically have a modulating headlight. So my headlight is sitting here, and if it just sits there and I'm just staying straight going to an intersection, it stays there. But if I'm moving side to side, oh, there's movement now. Now people can maybe see me a little bit better. And that's the whole point. Being visible is not necessarily being bright. It means being moving. When you're just sitting still, let's say in the forest, it's pretty hard to see you, even without camouflage. But if you're running through the forest, guess what? You're going to be seen pretty easily. So that's the whole point of that, is I'm going to make sure that I'm visible to these drivers by moving just a little bit. At the same time, though, preparing for them to come out. So I'm predicting that he's going to come out and hit me. And that's what we should be thinking. I'm going to try to prevent it by presenting myself a little bit better. But then I'm also going to be on top of that ready just in case he does get out. So in this situation, I'm focused on him. I'm focused. I'm moving a little bit left and right, a little left and right, making sure he can see me. If he can't see me, starts to pull out, guess what? I'm going to swerve, because applying the brakes at this speed, especially when he's going to be coming out in front of me, it's not going to work, and you can tell in the video it didn't work. So in this situation right here, as soon as I see that vehicle starting to pull out, I'm going to start to apply the brakes. So I'm going to slow down, decelerate by rolling the throttle or applying the brakes, whichever is easiest for you. I'm going to slow down, and then I'm going to kind of get an idea of what he's going to be doing. And about right here, I have an idea of what he's going to do, because he did not just gun it. Because typically when you go turn left, across traffic, a bunch of lanes of traffic, you're going to try to gun it to where you can go into your lane and then move on. But in this situation, you can't really accelerate too fast if you're making a sharp right turn. So what he's going to do is see how the tires are turned. He's going to make a right-handed turn. He's going to slow down, basically, my trajectory. And what I can do with this information is swerve to the left, around the vehicle, and then swerve back into my lane so I can miss this vehicle up ahead, because I can't tell what's actually happening past this hazard. This is the first hazard. The second hazard is that white vehicle. It looks like a PT Cruiser or a van. And then the next hazard after that, then the next hazard after that. Keep resetting. It's a video game to me. So in this situation, I would immediately, after I've already decelerated and all this stuff, trying to get ready for him, immediately swerve to the left as much as I feel comfortable with, and then I'm going to swerve back into my lane. So about right here, if I swerve to the left, I would still be within my lane. I would not be in oncoming traffic, and then I could swerve back into my lane. And then I'd be a little upset, I'd be a little shaken up, and then I would get to a safe spot, maybe a parking lot, pull over if it's a little too much, my nerves are on high, and I'm not focused on safety anymore. I'm just kind of coming down from an adrenaline rush, because remember, fight or flight, I choose to fight, I'm going to swerve. That's the version of fighting in this type of situation. So I would swerve out of the way, that way I can dodge this, and you really don't need to swerve too much. You'd be surprised how much just a little bit to the left and then back into your lane can do. So that would prevent this right there. But what happened here, you see how the vehicle, and you'll see in the original video, it's going to shake a little bit. But what he's doing is that he's trying to apply the brakes as best he can, and it's not stopping in time. So this is where swerving would be the best bet. And look how much easier that would have been. There's that yellow line. He could have swerved within the same lane or just a little bit out of the lane and then get back in line, because there's that vehicle wanting to turn right in front of us. That's the extra hazard. So make sure we understand how to swerve, make sure we understand how to brake, make sure we're looking for hazards, we're predicting the hazards, we're predicting what they might want to do, we're evaluating what they want to do, and then let's execute the appropriate stuff so we don't get in an accident.
Are in a curve, you're swerving, okay? You're trying to just avoid the obstacle in front of you, get back in your lane. So you grab a broom, I want you to just move it to the side. That's it. You notice how my upper body and everything else is staying still, my head is still. I want you to do that with the bike, okay? And I'm going to do